Hello there friends, welcome back to my office. Today we're going to be doing a side-by-side comparison of two vanilla and lavender perfumes, Burberry Goddess, and a new release by Lattafa called Angham. The original fragrance, Burberry Goddess, was released in 2023, and the nose behind this lovely perfume is Amandine Clerc Marie. So I'm going to be including a note from the perfumer herself. My initial goal for Burberry Goddess was to expand upon the common use of vanilla to deliver a new kind of rich olfactive experience. This is a unique gourmand aromatic fragrance led by a powerful trio of distinct vanillas. The beans dry in the sun for 5 to 7 weeks. They are stored in wooden boxes to mature and develop their sweet signature aroma. There is obviously a lot of care, craftsmanship, and quality that goes into this product. And I do have a lot of respect for the designers, the manufacturers, everyone involved in that process. So we're going to keep that in mind as we compare Burberry Goddess to a similar fragrance recently released by Lattafa. We have to go into it with realistic expectations. The quality of materials in Burberry Goddess is just not going to compare to Lattafa. So with that being said, let's go ahead and begin with Lattafa Angham. Lattafa Angham was released in 2024. Its top notes are ginger, mandarin, and pink pepper, with middle notes of lavender, praline, cacao, and jasmine, and base notes of vanilla, amber, and musk. I picked up this sample from hugascent.com. This video is not sponsored in any way. This was my first time purchasing decants from this seller, and I was very pleased with the experience overall. All right, let's begin with our side-by-side comparison. Even as I take the cap off, I can already start to smell something. Like right away, it almost feels more like a soap product to me or a lotion. That's kind of the vibe I get just smelling it from the bottle. But let's go ahead and spray it on my hands so we can get more of an accurate perception. Here we go. In the air, I'll say that's pretty close. I got a bit of it in my mouth. Of course, I inhaled some. Delicious. Just kidding. Yeah, I'll say in the air, that's pretty darn close, but on my skin, immediately I can sense some differences. The lavender just isn't as bright and zingy to me. But still pretty good. And again, what I was saying earlier about it, the lavender reading more soap-like or lotion-like to me. Whereas there's something honestly edible about the Burberry Goddess lavender. It's not as sweet as Burberry Goddess is to me. I'm still kind of feeling it in my mouth and esophagus. At least at this stage in maturity, the vanilla is not as deep or rich. But that's also what I'm expecting. I mean, this is a new release. It's a pretty new bottle and it hasn't had time to age. So I'm curious with this decant that I have, how quickly it's going to mature. In a matter of days or weeks, maybe I'll notice some deepening of those vanilla accords, but we have to judge it based off right now and my initial impression. As it's drying down, the vanilla is a bit synthetic to me, like I'm getting a hint of some sort of plasticiness. I'm trying not to be too harsh or bash Lattafa, but honestly, she's just not giving. Okay, now that that's dried down, let's do the side-by-side comparison with Burberry Goddess, the real deal. Nothing compares. Nothing compares to this. Oh my goodness. I'll admit I'm extremely biased because this is like one of my top 5 perfumes, my top 5 favorites. I wear it so often. You can see by that dent. The dent doesn't lie. This perfume is very special to me and it reminds me of my best friend. Okay, now let's spray on the other hand. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. The lavender is strong. It's like equal parts bread and fougere and sweet vanilla. But the vanilla isn't an overly edible vanilla. So lovely. The vanilla is multifaceted. There's like a bit of a butteriness to it. I think that's the vanilla caviar that they were talking about in the description. On my skin, it projects pretty well for the first maybe 20 or 30 minutes. And then after that, it mellows down to a skin scent. Not every fragrance needs to be a super projector, massively long lasting. Since I work from home, I can reapply my fragrance throughout the day if needed, but I don't need as much of the longevity necessarily as someone who works in an office might want. There's like a depth and richness and beauty to Burberry Goddess that I don't think can be replicated. For a dupe, I think this is pretty good if you're not a fan already of Burberry Goddess. But if you fell in love with Burberry Goddess, I say, you know, do what you have to do. Get a little bottle, get a travel size, save up for it. I think that it really is worth getting. There's a certain elegance in the simplicity of Burberry Goddess, and I don't think that that can be replicated by Lattafa with Angham. So for that reason, and because of my own personal bias toward Burberry Goddess, I can't personally recommend Lattafa Angham. But I'm super glad that I tried it. I'm a big Lattafa fan. I have several of their fragrances, like I've said, and I will continue to try more of them. So I'm glad that I did not blind buy a bottle of Angham. You do not have to pay retail for Burberry Goddess anymore. It's been on the market long enough that you can find it at discounters. Sometimes you have a bit of a long wait. Sometimes there's a bit of a wait, but if you're patient, you can get a good deal. As of the date I'm recording this, Lattafa Angham goes for $44.99 on the Lattafa USA website. One of these little 30ml bottles currently retails a little over $100 if you're purchasing from a beauty store like Sephora or Ulta. But I see a 1 ounce refillable for $66.14 at fragrancenet.com. $45 for a full bottle of Angham when you could pay just $20 more and get the real deal and just maybe use it sparingly. Something to keep in mind. So that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching this video. Wherever you are, whatever time it is, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.